What a pleasant surprise to see my baby dolls here. Let's go on, check out the Twitter lands. Let's doom scroll some Twitter-rooney. First up, what we have is one of these eye-opening third eye clips.
They do not want your children to be educated. They do not want you to think too much. That is why our country and our world has become so proliferated with entertainments, mass media, game shows, television shows, amusement parks.
TikTok, 15-second brain rot. But look, here's the thing, friends. Look, we know in crypto the truth. Part of the truth, all right? There is a lot of debt. Someone has to pay it off. Who's paying it off? We know who's paying it off. Bondholders. People holding US bonds. People holding government currency. You are paying it off. They are debasing you. They are taking away your purchasing power. They are debasing you at 8% per year. They are telling you that the kippy, which means the price increase, is 3% per year. So your wages are increasing every year by 3%. But the average price out there is going up by 8. So if you're getting 3, but everything else is costing 8 more, you're out of pocket 5. Yes? If something deduces 8, but you do plus 3, okay, you still got a negative of 5. That's 5% compounding every year. If you do that for like 10 years, you've lost something like 62% purchasing power. So what, did you lose it? Yeah, you actually did. Where does it go? To paying off the debt. So there is no incentive for the financial system to teach people to like leave the system because they need all the suckers in there to pay the debt off. That's why crypto, friends, is going to 10 trillion, whether people like it or not. Check it out here. Bitcoin is unbreakable. Rules at the base layer, because those rules are built on nature's unbreakable rules. We haven't really experienced this in anything in the financial world in living memory. This is one of those third eye, I am drinking my own Kool-Aid type of Bitcoin posts out here. You know, Bitcoin dominance 65% right now, 4 years of up only. Michael Saylor saying it's going to 13 million. This is when your friends, you're really feeling yourself. You know what I mean? Like you're doing self-fellatio at this point. Like, Bitcoin to art and everything. Like you just see their orgasm, bro. You're literally telling me that because I own digital pet rock, cancer's going to go away. All the bad things are going to go away. That's what's happening, friends. See, when the price goes up, we make up shit like that. You see, but also you got to learn from that, right? When prices go down, people say, you know, this guy's a scammer, this guy's a rugger, everything's bad. You got to learn from these. It's thrilling and exciting to sell the dream of the lottery, but it's much better to empower people with knowledge, information, and belief systems that allow them to make their own lottery, design their future, achieve their own merits. So Mr. Faded keeps appearing on our Twitter feeds out here. Very generic billionaire, like page 17 of like random billionaire things that they do that you can't apply to your own life unless you like, you know, really go roundabout ways to do it. So it is true, man. Selling the dream of the lottery. You don't, look, let me tell it to you straight. Crypto, we don't need to sell shit. You understand? Do you understand how crypto works? How the world works? People see other people getting rich without them. It brings fear into their heart, fear of missing out, FOMO, and then they go and act irrationally to hop in. That's it. Fear of missing out. That's how crypto works. You know who understood that? Satoshi. That's why Satoshi put the Bitcoin halvening, because he wanted a supply shock to help accelerate the price. It was part of his design. He wanted to give people FOMO. No one's ever seen anything like that before. It's like he wanted the chaos. Interesting. That's how it all works. Crypto was meant to free people from the chains of corrupt money systems, a way out of inflation, manipulation, and centralized control. Very interesting post here. Is it a pDAI post, sir? The question is, are you going to follow their version or fight for the original version? Governments now, friends, are regulating, taxing, surveilling. Yes, StableCoin SuperCycle, they're bringing all the stablecoins in. Friends, StableCoin SuperCycle helps the government pay off the debt faster because people come in, they get to buy the government bonds, they get to spend more. Okay, they control everyone. And it is what it is. Like, just, you know, billionaires, friends, billionaires don't own cash. Everyone knows that. You know, even, friends, even Michael Saylor. Okay, remember, friends, Michael Saylor in the song. This song, I've got it here for you.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value.
We call them poor. We call them poor. Literally right there in the lyrics. He says, people that use cash to store value, we have a word for them. We call them poor. It hits so hard, man. It's so hard. Because, you know, you don't want to give the word to SA the big salad. And everyone's out here, friends, are just worried about playing with their Game Boy. Okay? Which I don't blame them. But, like, that is just, like, you know, when so small and digestible like that. Right? That's what hits them. But then they make the connection. What I do? Then they follow. Like, oh. They're like, oh, come and buy my bags that I own 4% of the token circulating supply of, which is Bitcoin. That's why Michael Saylor owns 4% of. If you remove all the lost coins and Satoshis, he's got about like 3.8 to 4% of the supply around there. Interesting. Call me crazy, but I would like the people making decisions in my country to know a little factoid about the people we're going to war with, like how many of them there are. For some reason, friends, they have Pokemons here. Okay, which I am I'm in shock that they put Pokemons next to Ted Cruz, you know, US politicians. It's the news out here, you know. You've seen it all before, friends. Want to challenge someone claiming psychic ability? Ask them for evidence and statistics from a controlled scientific test that shows the effect. Watch how fast that conversation changes. So it is true, friends. It is true, but there are obviously some people gifted, probably something in their brain, pineal gland higher. Sometimes they can channel some stuff out here. Very hard to repeat. From the remote viewers, people who were off the charts had a win rate of like 10 to 25%. We're talking like off the chart, genetically handpicked by the government stuff out here when it comes to stuff. But yeah, it's not so clear cut because you don't fully understand it. And that's like a lot of crazy things, how the brain works, all these different fields and all these waves and stuff out here. I do find it interesting because, friends, we're in crypto. It's bleeding edge finance. So UFO stuff is bleeding edge science. Yeah, it's literally, they go hand in hand. There's also this, I don't know why this appeared on Twitter, but at 8 times 2 inches, this Viking poop is the largest fossilized human waste ever found. So, wow. Well, I know what killed that guy. By the way, friends, a lot of big, Twitter KOLs from crypto are replying to that. I've had bigger. That's what she said. So it pretty much just shows you this is exactly what we all devolved to. As soon as the action stops, we're like, oh, where's the dopamine? You know, we're just waiting and waiting and waiting. Biotech company announcing a hyper treasury, and you told me there were no signs. So it might be trying to say, oh, there are, you know, it's a sign of a bubble and a mania. I think he's trying to say that. But remember, HyperLiquid, decentralized Bybit. Now, remember, Bybit is releasing ByReal. I don't know what happened to Apex. That's another decentralized exchange. Anyone can connect there. Don't do it. You're probably going to lose money. 99% of people lose money, get crushed, okay? Stick to long-term holding, long-term investing. Because here's the thing, friends. Like, for example, on HyperLiquid, you got to have your money in USDC. Yeah, so, like, if you had 10 grand, don't waste your time trying to turn that into, like, you know, a 3% monthly return for the next 2 to 3 years. Like, friends, literally, I can see something. There's literally 10x's stuff everywhere. The price is this low. But you can do what you want, okay? It's all up to you. Yes, but a company did add like a couple of $100 million of HyperLiquid token. They put it on their treasury. Because HyperLiquid, I think it's making money from liquidations and stuff out here. We're going to see more of these decentralized exchanges come out. And yeah, crypto, it's getting exciting, man. It's getting really exciting. So many things going to have access to liquidity, and the Uniswap formula's taken over everywhere. It's going to be wild. We're going to put stock market perps on there, currencies. Everything's going to be 24/7, man. Everything, friends. And like, if you know any day traders in the stock market, sorry, your edge is going away, bro. You guys are going to have to learn crypto because most people who trade traditional markets, their edge is that they trade the first 2 hours of the open. Literally, if you go speak to any profitable trader, go watch any of the interviews, you all see a common theme. They go, oh, I stopped trading after midday, right? All of them. So all their edge is because all the volume comes in at the spikes. Yeah, but crypto does things 24/7. What happens in a world where you can sell on a weekend? You can sell your stock on Saturday. Because right now, friends, they have to only sell or buy Bitcoin if they want access to liquidity. What happens when there's perps and everything allowable out there? So this is all crypto rails, man. All of it is crypto rails, 24/7. The future is bright. Also, that's bullish for Chainlink, real world tokenization. Chainlink is a lot of the oracles and everything out here. So it's all coming to crypto, man. We've got a blockchain. We've got a better solution. Donald Trump repost. The Department of Treasury just announced the largest blue-collar wage growth in over 60 years. Wow. So this might be one of those early signs, right? We're waiting for the business cycle to continue up. Like it's been like literally sliding down forever. But yeah, friends, you can tell like because we had PTSD, we had zombie virus 2020. Then major loser Jerome Powell hiked rates in 2022 aggressively, and he has not let anybody off the hook. So you could tell retailers, they just have this like, I just don't feel like I want to let go, man. It's too fresh in everyone's minds of what happened a few years ago. Everyone's so scared to let things go. But what's it going to take? That's why I really think it has to be a technology that takes us there. It's got to be AI. It has to be something that just blows your mind, right? Someone just makes, maybe there's another ChatGPT update where they're like, whoa, this thing is really good. Remember, friends, AI's IQ is doubling every 18 months. So AI, right now, it's about, I think, 110 to 120 IQ, but that's across every human knowledge topic. Okay? Every human knowledge topic. That's AI. By December next year, it'll be 200 IQ. Man, that's going to be exciting. Imagine you're talking to a literal genius. Yeah, I wonder what it's going to say. Sommi, show me the status of your nipples. And I'll send a selfie of it. Here you go. And they'll say, those are the rawest things I've ever seen. What happens if AI goes on a power trip? See, amazing things, friends. It's like sentient being, That's going to be something to excite everyone. And then we're going to see the bubble manias and stuff out here. Shout out to Space Auction. Don't get shaken out. The future is bright. Here's a Richard Hart quote from 2021. Richard Hart has had a lot of public calling out by everyone in the past month because everyone's just... Look, friends, here's the thing, man. I know it's easy, man. I know, friends, I feel it too, of course. I'm just telling you, man. You got to learn this, all right? Look, because everyone feels like, oh man, my dreams are crushed. My dreams are crushed. Okay, look. What you saw from Richard was a rising business cycle condition, all right? Rising business cycle. Now, anything that happens on the way down is useless, okay? Some people want him to be there. It doesn't matter if he's there, bro. Save your energy. What is he going to do? Oh, everything's going to be okay. I can tell you that. Everything's going to be okay. There you go. Go and live your life. Okay, so he was very effective at speaking to layman people. So just, do you think it's gonna, like not happen next time? We're waiting for the business cycle to go up. That's right, friends. At this point, if you hear people coping and crying, they have come across your friend Sommi's highest value content in crypto. They have, and they willfully choose to ignore it. Right? It's their problem, not ours. You see, I'm not breaking a sweat. The only sweat I break is at the gym. Is it? Because I don't skip leg day. Right? So, people, you want to ignore this information, you want to keep crying. Okay, bro, keep crying. You're wasting your time. It's okay to support people, even if they never support you back. Sometimes people don't have the means to support back, or honestly might be too busy. Yeah, friends, I'll put my hand up. For example, I publicly support Dogecoin Millionaire, pro the Doge, okay? Pro Dogecoin Millionaire, okay? I publicly support him. I'm just giving you one example. There's many people I support, they just don't know we exist. Many people, friends, I know a lot of you publicly support me. I try to get back to everyone. I really, really try, friends. Yes, I'm aware. Friend, do you understand how much time I waste in the day deleting freaking the scammer comments? In the YouTube comment section, man, they just keep spamming YouTube, man. But yeah, remember, Dogecoin Millionaire, friends, solid, strong hand, diamond hand believer. Rode it all the way from 4 million all the way down, and it's come back. I really want this guy to succeed, just to show everyone, you know, because the crowd, man, the crowd. Well, you're gonna watch. Dogecoin drops 94% on him, or 90% down, and he still ends up with more than everybody else who laughed at him. And they could have theoretically put on a short, bought the bottom, and got back. They could have theoretically made a 100x when he makes his 10x, and they didn't, because nobody does. Okay. All over crypto Twitter. What's the new Solana grift now? My favorite key opinion leader lost his Luckio badge. Thought he was tier 1. Turns out he's tier 3 at best. Notifications off. Sad. So they're obviously making a joke because Luck.io is a new gambling thing. I think Solana, you know, very grifty. The face tattoos. It's LA Vape Cabal Shield. I mean, like, you want to go lose your money there, like, go for it, you know? Slingor, I completely agree with Kook Capital's last tweet about the trenches. I thought there was hope, but let me tell you, if you're on the Pump Fund website or whatever platform you're using and scouting for a huge play, good luck. And not now, this summer. KOLs and teams have replaced what used to be devs, and you're pretty much forced to bet on these things at the price you deserve at the time you recognize the commitment happening. Old coins that are 6 to 12 months old with teams that never gave up at different market caps ranging for 1 to 15 million are still cheap. Godspeed, degens. Trenches is cooked. My opinion was different just a few days ago. I hope it improves soon. It's kind of funny. So I guess what? Some Iran war has made this person go, oh no, these coins actually suck. Everything goes down, man. That's why everyone's long-term. Look at the thesis, okay? No thesis, okay? The hypothesis, okay? Crypto is a digital nation. Every cryptocurrency, it's a share of a digital city. That's your friend Sommi content. If you ever hear from that, it came directly from me. I am the source, the tomato and or barbecue and or mustard sauce. And mayonnaise. Gotta love mayonnaise. Double check it's mayonnaise. And you didn't just make the waiter very angry. Okay, double check. So, we even learned this from Bitcoin, which I have also kindly reminded you. Bitcoin was a cult. Now it's just big enough. It's such a big cult. You go, oh, it's a big cult. No, it's a religion now, neo-religion. Okay, so you need people there. You need, so, and everybody cheers things going up. It's what you do when the things go down. We have Mr. Space Auction retweeting Richard. Sacrifice your Bitcoin, sacrifice your Ethereum, sacrifice your BNB, sacrifice your show you believe. This is PulseX out here. This was many, many years ago. I know what everyone's feeling. Total regret. That's not easy to tell. Here you have the Hodge twins. Marga needs to get tougher if we're going to keep winning. So many people have become bootlickers and won on straight emotion. Toughen up. Yeah, man. Look, I'm just going to go out and say it. If you are committed to any political party or sphere, why? Why do you do that to yourself? Why do you like sucking the heels of boots? You know they don't give a shit about you. You're useless, dude. And dudettes, you're literally useless. You're a fart in the wind. You give them your money, you vote. Yeah, okay, vote for them, but like, you actually give them your 10. They're not making you richer. You know? What you actually find is a lot of these people, friends, they want to believe in something. They want to belong somewhere. And they just don't hang around crypto finance people. Because probably numbers scares them a bit. You know? Numbers. Because here's the thing. So they can't possibly see me as being content with my life. I'm wearing a helicopter hat. I got nipple pegs. I'm sitting on a squeaky chair, which is an achievement, mind you. Yeah, they've seen the straightest, pointiest elbows they've ever seen in their life. Sharpest, right? Straightest posture as well in the northern, southern, eastern, and western hemisphere. But they don't know any better. So they're like, oh, I want to belong to something. I want to go somewhere. Okay, man, well, crypto's a digital nation. You're going to belong to something. You better get in now. You're gonna join it later on. Look how fast it is for you guys to put in that Ukraine or Israel or the vaccine needle emoji. You know, in fact, like, but here's the thing, bro. You're gonna stay poor. You're being debased from the money printer. You know, everyone's gonna learn, man. You can learn the easy way or the hard way, though. I want to learn the easy way. September, the money printers turn on. Well, I checked the interest rate expectations. There's only about a 50% chance of a rate cut in September. The July one, 0% chance pretty much. The next Fed FOMC meeting, 40 days, 80 days. So forget it, friends. Interest rates, they're not the solution to the business cycle. They're not. They are a reflection of the economy. The business cycle is its own phenomenon. Okay, it has nothing to do with it. The business cycle, they can't touch rates to make you go, oh, I now feel excited, because you still have the weight of zombie virus 2020 and the hike rates of 2022 affecting you deep down. Yeah, because everyone thinks, oh man, I wish all these euphoria people come out. No, man, when you have that, you got a long way to go. The crowd you got to really get excited about something. What's it going to take? We'll see. Out here we have Justin Sun. It was a pleasure meeting Bobo Hines to discuss how Tron and blockchain can support US leadership in digital assets. Tron is a stablecoin chain. Friends, Justin Sun's really smart. He made Tron a stablecoin chain since like 2019, 2018. He's always targeted stablecoins. It's a stablecoin chain. He just wants people to, because he wants to merge with the US dollar and just get the, so smart. But Justin gets rich. How do you get rich? Well, he wanted the offshoot of the network effects to go to Tron token, which gets doing good. But yes, we have the Genius Act post here from Richard Hart. Okay, StableCoin SuperCycle out here still cranking on. Yes, my favorite way to participate in that is pDAI. You can do whatever the hell you want. Other people just want to like maybe earn yield on ENA, buy Link, buy make a DAO token. You can buy Tron TRX as well. Jimrat Crypto. Hex is pre-viral and will go down forever. See, no, you're just describing, like you're on, friends, when people see that and they get triggered, you are just listening to someone saying, okay, we're now on month 31 of the business cycle down. The business cycle is going to stay down for another 31 months. That's effectively what they're saying. You know, and I'm saying, no, I'm going to keep drawing my arrow to the up and to the right until it happens. That's long-term investing, friends. That's literally, you want the highest reward. This is what it is. Okay. It's no one understands it. It takes a while for everything to pretty much catch up. Remember the Twitter updates. Twitter X will soon launch investing and trading directly within the app. You'll be able to come to X and transact your whole financial life on the platform. X is the future of finance. Yeah, man. Cryptocurrency, everything, merging all this liquidity stuff out here. See, that's the thing, friends. As we financialize more stuff, basically what you want is, this is what we actually, because I've learned a lot, been in crypto a lot. This peanut brain, friends. You know what I mean? One salt crystal there. You need the population to get accustomed to seeing a portfolio screenshot that they're used to. So it's easy to spread. Okay. So right now, you know, when you go to any Twitter post, there's a like. See how everyone knows what 32 likes is? If you speak to us, go to random train station, you know, talk to maybe a random girl out there, and you'll see them. They're like, they understand what. Obviously, don't do it at like 2 a.m. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? In the day when everyone can see you, everyone understands where they're looking at okay, there's some new innovative Instagram whore. She got like, you know, 22,000 views and like 10,000 likes. Like that girl who's on the train station is like doom scrolling her Instagram feed, feeling shit because she doesn't have enough money for a surgeon to chop her up and make her look like the girl she's doing, or the Photoshop app, by the way. So she understands what 22,000 likes means. You know what I mean? Instantly. Everyone, it's a language. Everyone gets that, okay? Well, when crypto takes over the world, people will see what plus 80% in the month means. They're going to get accustomed to that big green plus 80%, plus 3,000%, you know, plus 1,200%, $5,000 into 60K. They're going to get accustomed to that. So when non-financial people start to really, like, it's so easy for them to see, that's the link. That's what we're actually building towards. That's how you know, right now, that's why we're still early, friends. No one can even compute. Because even people, you know, a lot of people still, like, it takes a while for you to know, just because I'm on charts all day. When you tell somebody, if you make 100% on your money, how much did you make? It's a 2x. You know what I mean? Like, we're not used to all those numbers and stuff out here. But once we start getting accustomed to that, financialization and everything out here, it's boom time. But we are building towards that, right? We are. But we're not there yet. Until then, we're going to like and subscribe. We're going to keep coping and hoping. Catch you in the next one.